Next on the news at 10 is Sports News with Ayotunde Balogun.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
Many thanks, Gimba. We're starting off with football, and the home base Super Eagles have arrived Kigali, Rwanda for the African Nations Championship, which kicks off from January the 16th to February the 7th this year. The team arrived the country's capital, Kigali, this morning, where they will begin their campaign on Monday, January the 18th, against next-door neighbors Niger Republic at 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Their next Group C match will be against Tunisia on January the 22nd, also in Kigali. They will then have to travel to Gisenyi for their final group game against fellow West Africans Guinea on January the 26th. Super Eagles and Watford striker Odion Ighalo has been named the English Premier League Player of the Month for November. Ighalo scored 5 goals in that month, including 2 in the Vicarage Road win over Liverpool to take his tally for the season to 13, tied for third in the league behind Romelu Lukaku and Jamie Vardy. His coach Quique Sanchez Flores has also been named EPL Manager of the Month for December. The Hornets won their first 3 games in the month to climb up the table, or to move up the table standings, and also only lost their unbeaten record just after Christmas, when they were beaten 2-1 by Tottenham Hotspur. Now, the National Basketball Association, the NBA, is considering playing a regular season game in Paris after receiving a proposal from Anarcha Entertainment Group. Now, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver says the NBA, however, currently has no plans for European expansion. London's O2 Arena hosted its 6th annual regular season NBA game on Thursday, and so far other European cities have only hosted preseason games.
With the executives of AEG Europe, and they in fact proposed just that we look at playing a regular season game in Paris, and I'm sure it's something we will look at closely. France has also been a fantastic basketball market, in Paris in particular, and it's also a city that our teams enjoy visiting. We are not actively taking steps to bring a franchise to Europe or to expand to Europe. It's something that we've looked at over the years. It just doesn't feel like the time is ripe right now, especially given what's going on with the prior question with the EuroLeague and FIBA. We think the best place for the NBA right now is to showcase an NBA game here in London, to play our preseason games here, and to work on a grassroots level to develop the game. But at the current time, we are not looking at franchises in Europe.
IAAF President Sebastian Coe admits that there was a cover-up of doping under the tenure of his predecessor, Lamine Diack. The IAAF boss, however, says he is unaware of what was going on then, calling it abhorrent and describing it as a horror show.
Everything that has been identified as weakness within my organisation straight away. The IAAF Council should have been more aware of what was going on. Were they in a position to know more? No. And I need to put systems in place that make sure that the current council and successor council and my successor is never in a position where we do not understand the nature of the day-to-day running of the organisation. It's very important that we go on doing what we need to do to make those changes. The public, the athletes, the sponsors, the media will ultimately judge us on the changes that we make. We can't beg them for trust. We have to earn it, and we should not be in denial about that. And Dick Pound is absolutely right. This is a long journey. We can make the changes, and we can make those changes quickly, but the cultural embedment of this is going to take some time.
Well, Interpol has issued an international wanted notice for Papa Massata Diack, the son of former International Athletics Federation President Lamine Diack, for alleged corruption and money laundering. According to Interpol, Diack is wanted by the judicial authorities of France for prosecution to serve a sentence. The IAAF scandal coincides with the corruption scandal shaking the World Soccer Governing Body FIFA that has resulted in bans and arrests around the globe. And that's a wrap in sports news. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. The news at 10 continues shortly.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
France's health ministry has confirmed one man has become brain dead from participating in a clinical trial where he was administered an experimental drug. 3 of the volunteers are now facing a lifetime of disability in what has been described as an accident of exceptional gravity. The drug, conducted by BioTrial, a French-based company with an international reputation, has been administered to 90 people since July. Meanwhile, Indonesian police have identified 4 of the 5 attackers in yesterday's terrorist attack in the capital, Jakarta. Cynthia reports.
Thank you. 3 men were arrested near Jakarta earlier today, and a police spokesman confirmed that those who organized the attacks were associated with the Islamic State. ISIS released a statement saying it had targeted citizens of countries which are part of the international coalition fighting the group, which controls parts of Syria and Iraq. Then an African Union Army base has come under attack again by Al-Shabaab, and dozens of people have been killed in the process. The African Union force is in support of the government, which the terrorist group strongly opposes. Finally, the United Nations Human Rights Chief says he has evidence that Burundian security forces gang-raped women while searching the homes of suspected opposition supporters. Zaid Ra'ad al-Hussein said the abuses occurred in the immediate aftermath of rebel attacks in mid-December against 3 military camps. That's the foreign news wrap-up. The news at 10 continues shortly.
And on entertainment news tonight, the disagreement between pop star Wizkid and Dami Crane gets physical. Here is Maya Walgundele with details on other entertainment stories.
Many thanks. On entertainment news tonight, the controversy between pop stars Dami Crane and Wizkid has gotten physical. Multiple sources confirmed there was an altercation between the young stars at a private party during the wee hours of Friday morning. Representatives of Dami Crane claimed the Ojuelegba crooner attacked the Hypertech signee with a cup. A few days ago, Dami Crane called out Wizkid on Twitter for allegedly stealing his stuff and intimidating him. That's not all regarding controversies in the music industry, as popular producer Shizzy has accused singer Tunde Ednut and producer Mastercraft of jacking his instrumental and using it without permission on the newly released song titled Kosowo. Entertainment News reached out to Tunde Ednut, who says he copied no one and he got the song from Wande Cole. However, a representative of Wande Cole denies Tunde Ednut got permission to use the song, stating, quote, "I know Shizzy produced the track for Wande and Tunde just came to our studios, heard it and just ran with it. It was Tunde who messed up and we're trying to clear this mess now." Tunde Ednut has, however, gone ahead to release a music video for the controversial song. Upcoming star Humble Smith is putting together a video for the remix of his hit song Osinachi. Behind the scenes images show Davido, who features on the remix, with Humble Smith on location. The video is directed by Clarence Peters.
Mariée depuis 16 ans, Madame Touré.
On the movie front, award-winning filmmaker Kunle Afonlayan has released new teaser for his forthcoming Pan-African film, The CEO. Afonlayan took to Instagram to share scenes featuring American actor Jimmy Jean-Louis and actor Wale Ojo speaking in Mandarin.
总部老板对你的工作表现和处理能力非常的满意。
这个，请说慢点，时间太久了，我的中文不上一唱了。
And that's it on Entertainment News. Many thanks for watching. Let's head back to the main news.
And the main news again. President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered the EFCC to investigate misconduct allegations against serving or retired military officers. They include the former Chief of Defence Staff, Air Marshal Alex Bade, 2 former Chiefs of Air Staff, retired Air Marshal Mohammed Dikko and retired Air Marshal Adeshola Amosun, as well as the former National Security Advisor, retired Colonel Sambo Dasuki. Soldiers fighting the insurgency have received word of encouragement from the President at the war front on the occasion of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. And an experimental drug trial in France has gone awry, leaving 1 man brain dead and 5 others hospitalized. And that's how it's been on the news at 10 tonight. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Gimba Omar, wishing you a splendid night rest. Good night.